You don't feel lost all the time, but you feel unsettled, like something is always slightly off, even on good days. You wake up, you move through your routine, you do what needs to be done. And yet, there's a quiet pressure inside you, a constant tension you can't explain. This isn't about motivation. This isn't about success. It's about why your life feels noisy even when everything looks fine. Here's the part you don't like admitting. You put everything first, except God. Not on purpose, not rebelliously. You just drifted. You started trusting your plans more than guidance, your effort more than surrender, your control more than faith. And slowly, without realizing it, you made yourself the center of everything. Your decisions, your worries, your fears, your future. You carry it all alone. That's the mistake. You think strength means handling life by yourself. You think discipline means never leaning on anything higher. You think faith is something you'll return to once life settles down. But life never settles down. So you stay tense, overthinking, second-guessing every move, because deep down, you're trying to manage a life you were never meant to carry alone. Here's why you behave this way. At some point, you learned that relying on yourself feels safer. People disappointed you, plans failed you, things you trusted fell apart. So you decided, quietly, I'll handle it myself. And it worked for a while. You became capable, independent, strong on the outside. But inside, something started shrinking. Your peace. Because when you remove God from the center, everything else fights to take that place. Work becomes pressure, love becomes fear, success becomes anxiety, failure becomes personal. You don't rest anymore, you just pause. And the cost of this mistake is heavier than you realize. You're exhausted, but you don't know why. You achieve things, but they don't satisfy you. You pray sometimes, but it feels distant, rushed, almost awkward. Because God became someone you visit occasionally, not someone you walk with daily. And without that connection, your mind fills the gap with worry, with doubt, with noise. You start reacting instead of responding, chasing instead of trusting, forcing instead of allowing. You lose emotional balance, not because you're weak, but because you're misaligned. Here's the truth most people avoid. Putting God first doesn't mean becoming passive. It doesn't mean waiting for miracles. It doesn't mean ignoring responsibility. It means this: you stop making yourself the ultimate authority. You pause before decisions. You check your intentions. You ask, not demand. You build discipline around faith. You start your day grounded, not rushed. You choose silence before stimulation. You replace constant control with quiet trust. Not dramatic, not loud, consistent. You learn to say, I'll do my part, but I won't carry what isn't mine. That changes everything. Because when God comes first, your priorities reorganize themselves. Your ego softens, your fear loosens its grip, your failures stop defining you. You still work hard, you still feel emotions, you still face uncertainty, but you're no longer alone inside your own head. The inner shift happens quietly. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? You stop chasing validation. You stop rushing outcomes. You stop panicking when things slow down. because you trust the order of things again. Not blind faith, anchored faith. And here's the realization that changes your life, slowly, permanently. Peace doesn't come from having everything figured out. It comes from knowing you don't have to. Putting God first isn't about religion. It's about alignment. It's about returning to something steady when everything else feels unstable. And tonight, as you sit with this, you don't need to fix your entire life. Just shift the center. Let God take the weight you were never meant to hold. Slow down, breathe, realign. That's how real change begins. Quietly,